Today we are going to start the new chapter, triangle. What is a triangle? A triangle is a closed figure, or we can say a closed rectilinear figure made up of three sides. Closed figure made up of three sides. A, B, C is a triangle. It is made up of three sides, AB, AC and BC. And it has three vertices, and vertices are the points or the tip of this figure, that is A, B and C. So a triangle has three sides, AB, BC and AC. These are the three sides of this triangle ABC, and it has three vertex that are A, B and C. It also have three angles A, B and C. We can also number them as 1, 2 and 3. So the three angles of the triangles are angle A, angle B and angle C. Now on the basis of the side, triangle can be classified into three types. First, let us understand the classification on the basis of sides. On the basis of sides, triangle can be classified into three types of triangle. First one is scalene triangle. In this type of triangle, all the three sides of the triangle are unequal. That is, if one side is 8 cm, other will be 5 cm and the third one will be 3 cm. Now here you can see that all sides of the triangle ABC are unequal. That is, no two sides of the triangle are equal. There's 3, 8 and 5. So this type of triangle is known as a scalene triangle. Next type of triangle on the basis of side is the isosceles triangle. In this type of triangle, two sides of the triangle are equal. Two sides of the triangle are equal. That is, in triangle A, B and C, AB will be equals to BC. Then this type of triangle is known as a isosceles triangle. For example, I take this side as 3 cm, then this side will also be 3 cm and this will be 5 cm. Another important property of this type of triangle, that is the isosceles triangle, is that the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. That is, these two sides are equal, therefore angle opposite to this side, that is AC, is angle B, and angle opposite to AB is the angle C. So what I have said is that angle B will be equals to angle C. That is, the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. But in a scalene triangle, none of the sides are equal and none of the angles are equal. The third type of triangle is the equilateral triangle. As we can understand from the name, equilateral means all the sides of this type of triangle are equal. That is, if this is 3 cm, then this will also be 3 cm and the third side will also be equals to 3 cm. Now in isosceles triangle we had two sides equal, therefore the angles opposite to these two sides were also equal. Here we are having all the three sides equal, therefore angles opposite to all these three sides will be equal, and each angle will be equals to 60 degree. Here AB equals to BC is equals to AC. Also angle A is equals to angle B is equals to angle C, and that is equals to 60 degree. This was the classification on the basis of sides. Now according to the angle of the triangle, there is another classification. In this, the first type of triangle is acute triangle. If all the three angles of a triangle are less than 90 degree, then this type of triangle is known as a acute angle triangle. For example, in triangle A, B and C, if angle A is 60 degree, angle B is also 60 degree, and angle C is also 60 degree. Now here you can see all the three angles of the triangle A, B, C are less than 90 degree. Therefore, it is an acute angle triangle. Now the second type of triangle on the basis of side is obtuse triangle. If one of the angle of the triangle is greater than 90 degree, then this type of triangle is known as obtuse angle triangle. Here triangle ABC is an obtuse angle triangle. That is, if this angle is 150 degree, then this triangle will be 15 and this triangle will be 15 degree. Then this type of triangle is an obtuse angle triangle, since one of the angle, that is angle B, is greater than 90 degree. So in an obtuse angle triangle, we have an angle greater than 90 degree. Now the third type of triangle is right angle triangle. As the name suggests, its one angle will be 90 degree. So if one of the angle of the triangle is equals to 90 degree, then this type of triangle is known as a right angle triangle, since its one angle is equal to 90 degree. Now on the basis of some more terms which we should know about the triangles are, first one is median. A median of a triangle is the line segment joining one of the vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side of that vertex. That is, if ABC is a triangle, then if I take A as one vertex, then the opposite side will be BC, and if I take a point D, which is the midpoint of BC, then the line segment joining A and point D will be the median. Similarly, if I take the vertex B and if I take the midpoint of AC and join these points, I will get another line segment BE, and this is also a median. Next, if I take, there is one more vertex left, that is vertex C. So if I take vertex C and the midpoint of AB and I join these two points, then the line segment which I obtain is also a median. So we can say a triangle has three medians. Here D, E and F are midpoints of triangle ABC. Next is altitude or the height. Next is altitude. Now altitude of a triangle is the line segment perpendicular to one side and which is drawn from the opposite vertex. That is, if ABC is a triangle, then if I draw a perpendicular from A to BC, then this is the one altitude. Now I am having one more side, so if I draw a perpendicular from B to AC, then this will be the second altitude. Next, if I draw a perpendicular from point C to AB, then this will be the third altitude. So we can say there are three altitudes in a triangle, and AD is perpendicular to BC. Secondly, CF is perpendicular to AB, and the third one is BE is perpendicular to AC. On the basis of all these observations, we can conclude that now we come to the most important property of a triangle, that is, sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That is, if we are having a triangle A, B, C, then the sum of all the three angles of the triangle, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle C, will be equals to 180 degree. Let us prove this. First of all, let me number these triangles so that it becomes easy in calculation. Now to prove this, I have to draw a line parallel to base BC or side BC, which passes through point A. This is a line XY which is parallel to side BC. Now you can see that angle 4 is equals to angle 2, since these two lines are parallel, and if you want you can extend this line. Now you can see these two are the parallel lines and AB is the transversal, so angle 4 and angle 2 are the alternate angles. Therefore angle 4 will be equals to angle 2, since they are alternate interior angles. Now again, let us mark this as first equation. Again, angle 5 is equals to angle 3, since they are also the alternate interior angles. Let us mark this equation as 2, and the reason is same, alternate interior angles. Now if we take triangle ABC, then now if we take line XY, which is a straight line, then this complete angle is equals to 180 degree. So we can write it as angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 degree, since XY is a straight line. But we know that angle 4 is equals to angle 2 and angle 5 is equals to angle 3. So we can put it here at the place of angle 4. We can write it as angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 at the place of angle 5 is equals to 180 degree. Now if we arrange this equation, we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180 degree. This only we have to prove that all the sum of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree, and which we have proved.